Hey guys, I'm Ollie and you're watching Classic Airsoft. Today I brought you something special in my opinion. I got this package last week, so let's get into it. What we have here is a vintage Tokyo Marui Glock 17 from 1994, as you can see here. So this thing is nearly 30 years old. For me, this is something special because I like Glock models. I'm collecting Tokyo Marui guns. And due to the restrictions with the licensing, due to VFC, Humarex and Glock, it's nearly impossible to get something like this new in Germany. So there is no way. And I found this gun in a small gun shop or gun store, and they sold it to me for a really good price. So I think the owner didn't know either that he had something like this in the shelf. So I bought this gun. I'm really happy about it. The only thing is the paperwork is missing, and as well as the original BBs. But hey, I don't care. This is a new Tokyo Marui vintage Glock 17. So let's open the box. The box is nicely made, like all Tokyo Marui spring gun boxes. These are made out of cardboard with a silver back, the name from the gun written, and a really nice artwork. So what we have here, as I mentioned, I don't have the original BBs. I put some 0.20 gram BBs in the box before that we can chrono this thing. So here we have the vintage Tokyo Marui Glock 17. This is the high grade model. This means this one is equipped with a fixed top up and as well as a weight in the magazine to get a more weight into the gun, but it weighs nearly nothing. So this is an old gun out of plastic. But for what it is and how old it is, it's a really nicely made gun. So this is completely out of plastic, except from the inner barrel. All the outer parts are out of plastic. But that's not a problem at all. So magazine wise, we have a normal style spring pistol magazine. Tokyo Marui invented this kind of magazines in the newer models in the 90s. Before they have stripes, loading stripes. So how to load this magazine? It's quite easy. Like all the spring magazines, just push the BBs into this hole in the front. And even if the spring loses tension, it's possible in Tokyo Marui magazines to change the spring. For that, you don't have to unscrew the whole thing. You can unscrew this thing, this screw, and pull out the spring with the follower. So magazine wise, we have no markings on the side. Just on the bottom, the Glock logo. So this is the magazine. And this is the Glock 17. As I told you before, it's completely made out of plastic. So marking wise, we have on the left side Glock 17. So the Glock logo, Austria 9x19, and the Glock logo on the grip. On the right side, we have some serial numbers and proof marks. They are matching from the chamber to the slide to the frame. So as well as ASGK serial numbers, Tokyo Marui Co-Limited, Tokyo Marui made in Japan. And on the bottom, we don't have markings either. As you can see, the gun is made in two pieces, so the left and the right side, and then they are put this together. So you can see it as well on the slide. But I don't care. It's a spring gun. It's a really rare collector's piece. If you have an old one, these guns are still in production in Japan, but with another packaging. So out of a collector's point of view, it's more interesting to get an old gun. It's in my opinion. But if you like spring guns, you can get this new, I think, all around the world, but not in Europe, because I mentioned before the licensing things. Yeah, so this is an old stock gun. I'm really happy to have it, and I can recommend all of you, if you want a Glock Gen 2, this is a copy of a Glock Gen 2, go for it if you have no other options. So like VFC or something like that, I think there is no one who's made a Glock Gen 2 at the moment. In the past there was the factory or the manufacturer called Omega. They had a Glock 17 Gen 2 at the GBB pistol, but that was as well back in the 90s. So here you have the Tokyo Marui Glock 17, and now I think we chrono the thing. You can see how it shoots after nearly 30 years. But I can tell you this is around 0.4 joule with 0.2 gram BBs. So let's get into it. First, I have to wear my safety glasses. Okay, then we have the chrono ready. And I would say, let's take a look. You have to cock the gun manually. The gun, yeah. You have to cock the gun manually before you can shoot. This is how it works with a spring gun. So 204.3 feet per second, 208.6 feet per second, 207.3, 205.7, 211, 207.8, 207.8. I think that's it. Yep, as you hear, that's it. So as you can see, it's pretty consistent. I will show you the chrono readings. So we have around 205.7 to 211. So that's our around 5 or 5.5 FPS of difference. I think that's a really good count for a gun that age, for a classic, and I'm pretty happy to have this gun now in my collection. I hope you enjoyed the video, the travel in the past. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.